Hey party people, do you like chocolate cupcakes? Silly question, of course you do. Well, that's why today on All Day I Dream About Food, we're going to make the best keto chocolate cupcakes. Now these keto cupcakes are made with coconut flour. A lot of people think that coconut flour doesn't make very good cake, but actually it can make wonderful cake. It's all about how you treat it. That means lots of eggs, plenty of butter or oil, and just the right amount of liquid. And most importantly, don't over-bake it. We're going to take this step by step today so you see how to make the best coconut flour cupcakes. So our cupcakes start with 2/3 cup coconut flour. I recommend weighing this if you can, and it comes to about 75 grams. Then we're adding 2/3 cup of granular sweetener, and I'm using Swerve here. 6 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of whey protein, and I actually have chocolate whey protein today. You can use vanilla, you can use plain, all of that works. You can also use egg white protein powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And just stir it in until well combined. If you've ever worked with coconut flour, you know it takes plenty of eggs. So I have 6 large eggs here, and they're room temperature. This is gonna take me a while. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of melted butter. Break up your eggs and stir that all in together. And at this point, you're gonna notice that your batter is very thick, and that is the coconut flour. So you're going to add some liquid. I have 1/2 cup of cold coffee here. How much liquid you add kind of depends on your coconut flour. They all differ a little. So start with just a little, stir it in, add a little more as necessary. So I'm starting with about 1/2 cup of cold coffee, and you can just use water if you prefer, but coffee always deepens the chocolate flavor, and we like chocolate. This definitely needs a little bit more. I'm probably gonna have to add all of it. The one thing you don't wanna do is thin your batter out too much. It needs to be thick but scoopable. Okay, you can see here that my batter is thick, but it's still scoopable. And this is just about right. And I ended up having to add about 2/3 cup of the cold coffee. So you need to work quickly here because coconut batters thicken very quickly. So you want to grab your cupcake pan and line it with either parchment or silicone liners. I'm gonna use a large cookie scoop to help me get the batter a little more neatly into my cupcake liners. And I start with just 1 scoop, and then if I have more batter, I will add it as I go. So we've divvied it all up nicely, and these are ready to go into the oven. They bake at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. You wanna make sure to touch the tops frequently to make sure they're set. The minute they're set, get them out of the oven. You do not want to overbake these. Our cupcakes are out of the oven and they look and smell fabulous. I've let them cool for about 20 minutes, and you can see here that they have a great shape. They aren't domed, but they're nicely rounded, and they are perfect for decorating. These keto cupcakes go with lots of different frostings. You could do peanut butter frosting, you could do espresso frosting, you could do vanilla frosting, but I'm gonna show you how to make a really easy and delicious keto chocolate frosting. This rich and creamy keto chocolate frosting starts with 1/2 cup of butter and 3 ounces of cream cheese, and you want them both well softened. It's not actually a cream cheese frosting, but it does help give the frosting structure without having to add copious amounts of sweetener. So we're gonna beat these together until well combined and very smooth. So just keep beating. It may take up to 2 minutes. Now we're gonna add 2/3 cup of powdered sweetener so that we don't have any residual grittiness, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You wanna start your beater on low because when you're working with powders like this, they can puff up really easily and get everywhere. Now we're gonna add some melted chocolate. I have 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate here, which I melted in my microwave with 1/2 tablespoon of coconut oil. You can also use butter. We'll just make our frosting extra chocolatey. And 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're gonna beat this in, and our frosting is gonna become very thick. Now at this point, our frosting is pretty thick because of the unsweetened chocolate. So we're going to add some whipping cream that is room temperature. I have half a cup here, but I'm just gonna add a little at a time until I get a nice spreadable consistency. You may not need all the liquid. And you can see here now I have a nice, creamy, smooth chocolate frosting. Time to get decorating. So I have put my frosting in a piping bag, but you can just spread it on too. I will tell you, I have terrible cake decorating skills, but you get to watch. Ooh, oh, it's coming out so nicely and smoothly. Oh, this might be the best chocolate frosting I ever made. I'm not doing too bad a job. It's rather impressive for me. Now I've got some sugar-free sprinkles from the Sprinkle Company. I got some unicorn sprinkles here that I'm gonna put on one of them, and some chocolate sprinkles that I'm gonna put on another. Look at that, you guys. Look at those cupcakes. Aren't they beautiful? Now let's dig in. Okay, here we go. Oh, see how nicely the parchment paper comes off? Perfect. Ta-da, nice and clean. Here we go. Can I get my whole mouth around this? Not sure. Woo! Is there more on my nose? That is a fabulous cupcake. It's light, it's fluffy, it's perfectly chocolatey, not too sweet, which complements the delicious chocolate frosting as well. For this delicious keto cupcake recipe and so many more, please check out alldayidreamaboutfood.com.